Snacks! Hey, it's the Liching Hour. I'm the Lich. This is the Apocabitch Roadshow. Hi,
I'm
Roadshow.
a snack.
Oh, hey.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, everybody?
Hello. Hello, Roadshow. Hello, that boy Nate. How y'all doing out there in chat world?
Chat world.
Oh, hi.
Chat world. How are you guys doing in Discord world?
Pretty good.
I'm alive.
I have a Paul.
I'm snacking
You're snacking.
and hacking.
Snack-a-lacking.
And whacking.
Are you whacking?
Snacking and hacking
Yeah,
and whacking.
whacking and snacking.
Yeah. But it's packing. I'm packing. I'm
I don't know where you
budding.
going, bud.
Bud's
Where
packing.
you going?
I'm budding.
Well.
If you know, you know.
Well.
We don't talk about it.
I don't know how else to say this other than chaos is reshaping reality in the microseconds, in between the atoms of in the frequencies of the moment we just left our crew, our minions.
Suddenly, Big Bang.
Yeah, our minions were deep in the pit, having crawled down or used a ladder to descend down a giant tentacle. Found themselves in a room with a great millstone and 20 of these poor starving villagers grinding some gray powdery substance at the mill. Our bard let loose. We'll just say let loose, and
Yeah.
Oh.
and drew a crowd of cultists. Up until now, we'd only seen the gray ones, but that's kind of cool. But we find out there's other colors. They're gray. There's 6 gray ones came out, kind of forming a shield. 3 ones with crimson robes and tentacles for arms. Joined them and behind, and then 1 yellow came out, also with tentacles for arms.
Are these pride cultists?
They are now.
It's
Are they all the colors?
it is
Oh,
not tentacle month.
Oh.
Can paint with all the
Oh.
colors of the cloaks.
But as just as this is kind of going down, there's something else going down.
Me.
And
Oh.
someone else going down. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Bud said it before I could.
God damn it, Crow.
Sounds fun.
We are moving away from Dungeon Crawl Classics, and we're going to try out Dungeon World. We're going to do it. We're going to port our
Sounds like a theme park.
Yes. It does, doesn't it?
I want to go to Dungeon World.
We're going to start getting familiar with this just by porting our characters over. That's what we're going to do. Well, first up, I'll tell you guys. So, Dungeon World is powered by the Apocalypse, which means you will be rolling a 2d6 for majority of what you do. However, you do roll the other dice. Ooh, I didn't make macros, but that's okay. We all know how to use Roll20. There will be dice rolls of varying sizes for your damage. The way damage is done in this system, the system relies a lot on fiction and fictional tags for, say, like weapons. Like a weapon could be messy or heavy, but it doesn't. All the weapons don't have different damage dice. You have a damage die that's based off your class. If your class is, say, a thief or a wizard, I think your damage die for a weapon is a D4. If you are a warrior, I think it's a D10. We'll find out as we go. But we will be rolling something other than D6s, but it's primarily pretty much for damage. For the most part, you're going to be rolling a 2D6. It's going to be a 10 or better is going to be a flat-out success for you. A 7 to 9 is a success with a complication. And then 6 and less is a fail. However, if you roll a 6 or less on anything, you get to mark an experience point. It's one way of getting experience is by failing. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely have memories of this.
This game inspired me in large part some of the stuff that came about in Star Jumpers and other shit we've played. Okay, so that's primarily the thing. This is the system is based more on us providing telling a good story versus, worrying about if we, roll 11 or more or we lose our spells and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yay! Something's always going to happen whenever you roll dice. That's the cool thing. It's not going to be just like, oh, well, okay, I missed. Monsters aren't. I don't roll for monsters. Monsters are part of your roll. If you're attacking a monster, you'll roll, and if you like I said, if you roll a 6 or less, then the monster probably hits you. You roll a 7 or 9, then you probably hit the monster and it hit you if it's not already dead. That kind of thing. So your rolls determine what the creatures in the world does to you.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, this is not too far away from stuff we've done before. We've actually played this, a system like I've made for Apocabitch Roadshow back when the other two, we had 3 Apocabitches. Anyway, so we're going to start by just porting characters over. That'll be the easiest way to do this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with, we're going to start at the top with the letter B and the Bard. The poems say an adventurer's life is all open roads and the glory of coin and combat. The tales told in every farmhand filled in have some ring of truth to them, don't they? The songs to inspire peasantry and royals alike, to soothe the savage beast or drive men to a frenzy. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say beast? Soothe the savage bud or drive men to a frenzy.
Oh.
Have to come from somewhere. Enter the Bard. You, with your smooth tongue. How do they know you got a smooth tongue, Suni? And quick wit. You teller of tales and singer of song and player of games. It takes a mere minstrel to retell a thing, but a true bard to live it. Strap on your boots, noble orator. Sharpen thy dagger and take up the call. Who better than you to write the tale of your own heroism? Nobody. Get going.
Yeah.
All right, let's us. So, character. Fashma. Does not have a last name. And we can all see this on stream, right? Yeah, okay.
It's NHUTZ is
Wait,
is the last name from now on.
NH and what is it?
NHUTZ.
Yeah.
It's pronounced nuts. It's Fashma.
Is it
Fashma nuts.
Fashma nuts. Okay. All right, we are a bard. Okay. For the most part, this okay. So Dungeon World was one of the first major Powered by the Apocalypse that came out after the actual Apocalypse World, which is the one that started it all. Which is a post-apocalyptic RPG that maybe one day we'll play. But so Dungeon World, and Dungeon World is inspired by D&D, Dungeon World, all the old school games. So you're gonna see a lot of the same stuff. This is pretty familiar stuff. We got strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. To make a character, instead of we're not going to port over like what was Fashma. We're not going to worry about porting this stuff over your exact stats. The way Dungeon World does it is you have a certain where's the sheet? You have a certain amount you just apply, like you get a 16, a 15, a 12, and you decide where they're going to go. Oh, yeah. A 16, a 15, a 13, a 12, a 9, and 8. And actually, what I'll do is I'll just tell you the modifiers, and you tell me where you want to put the modifiers. All right?
All right.
You're going to have at least one of these is going to be a -1.
All right.
For a bard, let's see what your main thing is going to be.
I'm going to take my dump stat in intelligence.
You're taking -1 in intelligence?
Yes. I'll be dumb.
Okay. -1 in intelligence. Well, so intelligence is going to... Oh. No, we're not rolling. Okay, that's 8. Perfect. Yay, it worked. Okay, so now you have 2 zeros.
I will take dexterity and constitution.
Dexterity?
Yes. No. Strength, sorry, you're right.
Now, do you want? There's one's going to be a 9 and one's going to be a 12. As you level up, you can add 1 to it. That 12 all it needs is 1 to become a 13 and become a +1 modifier. So, do you want strength or dexterity to be closer to leveling up? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's the old school.
We'll say dexterity.
Okay, so like dexterity would be 12, and then strength is 9.
Yes.
Everybody else, you're going to have the same numbers, by the way.
I'm going to take my highest as charisma, obviously.
Okay, so it's 16.
My dexterity.
Yep, and that's +2. And then you got a 15 and a 13. Both are +1.
15 in wisdom, and what'd you say? 13
Yeah,
was the other
13.
one? Yeah,
Yep.
Constitution.
Yep. That was weird. Okay, so your hit points are going to be 6 plus Constitution. So you're starting at level 7. At level 1, you are 7 hit points. Right? Yeah. Your damage die is D6, so anytime you do damage with any kind of weapon, you'll be doing a D6. All right, your choice now is you choose between elf or human. This is what that means. If you're an elf, when you enter an important location, your call, you can ask me for 1 fact from the history of that location. If you're a human, when you first enter a civilized settlement, someone who respects the custom of hospitality to minstrels will take you in as their guest.
That one. I'll be human.
Okay. Where the
Flash
fuck-
move was human originally, so I feel like that's par for the course. I didn't transmogrify myself.
Yeah, right. Let me see if I can copy that over from this. And that way we can have an issue. Ooh, it looks like I can. Okay, good.
Wait, when did Foshma eat a person? I don't remember that.
Oh,
Wait, Fosh might eat a person?
yeah, with Iroquois. Remember, they killed the person that ate them and fed them to the rest of the crew, and they fell in love.
I think I blocked
because
that
of
one out. I think I blocked that out.
Yeah, there was a whole love story built on that.
Yeah,
they
I remember the love. I just
I
don't
do
remember the story.
that. I remember that.
Yeah, there was.
It was a whole thing.
cannibalism.
All right, fair enough.
With the cat.
I did get the character secondhand after all.
Yes.
Crow and Yellow should be our archivist, because they don't forget much.
Okay.
No.
Hey, you take note.
Yeah.
Remember stuff for me because I
He doesn't
suck
have to
at
take
it.
note. He's just gonna remember. You're just gonna remember. It doesn't matter. Okay. It looks like anything you want to roll, by the way, is like you literally just click on the like this right here. It'll roll the dice for us. So we don't even need the fucking.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll
That's-
get into these
that's
moves in a minute. But
Pretty handy.
yeah. So okay, you're a human bard. You have these moves to begin with. Okay, so the way these games work is, we're gonna talk about stuff, and you're gonna tell me what you want to do, and whatever you want to do, there's probably a move. They call them moves that you could do.
Yeah.
There's base ones, which everybody could do, which is like starting a fight, shooting somebody, parlaying, shit like that. And then each class defines the class, has their own special moves. You have starting moves, and then as you level up, you'll get choices on other cool moves.
Sweet.
Crow. Okay, so your starting moves as a bard are Arcane Art. When you weave a performance into a basic spell, choose an ally and an effect. So basically, you can weave your performance of singing or whatever into a spell to do one of these 4 things: heal somebody 1d8 damage, give somebody 1d4 forward to damage, which means 1d4 forward to damage means next time they hit somebody, they can add a d4 to the damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, their mind is shaken clear of 1 enchantment. You can clear someone's mind of being seduced or charmed or some shit. Or the next time someone successfully assists the target with aid, they get +2 instead of +1. So next time somebody goes to help them, they'll get a bonus to helping them. Then you'll roll plus charisma, so it's good that you did charisma. You'll roll +2. Whenever it says roll plus whatever, you'll roll plus your modifier. So you'll roll a 2d6 plus a 2. And then usually what the moves do is they kind of give you an idea of what happens. They don't give you, they tell you what happens if you roll a 10, 7 or 9, or a 6. 6 are usually just bad. Anyway, so you'll roll, and depending on how well you roll, the effect will do better. Like 7 and 9, it's still going to work, but you're going to draw unwanted attention, or your magic reverberates to other targets, affecting them as well. My choice. So shit like that. So that's the first thing is arcane art, and that is like where is it? See if we got that in. Do we have any? We do. It's right here. So if you expand this in there, you'll see the little arcane art. It'll tell you in this little tiny. Oh, you can make the box bigger. Okay.
That's what she said.
Yep.
I can't even see my character sheet right now, so.
Wait. Not visible. Oh, okay, show everyone. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Now you can see it, right? It should be all players' journals.
No, it's still black. Like, I have the sheet, but it's black. Maybe it's because I can't read right. I don't know.
Here you go. Now can you?
It's loading. It's still loading.
Loading.
It's doing the D20 dance right now.
Okay.
It's doing stuff, so I'm sure it's gonna work though.
So this is cool. Yeah. So you hit the little arrow. When you want to just go and roll it, you're like, oh, I do. You can just click the arcane art, and it's just gonna do it all for you. And probably in the chat, it'll add the +2 and everything. Oh, it even shows you in the chat. It shows you what your still works. Blah blah blah. And here's the details. Yeah.
Everything's like whited out on my page. I need to refresh. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh too.
Everything's all messed up.
All right, I think I know how to fix this, but you're not gonna like the answer.
Is it turn off dark mode?
It's turn off dark mode.
Oh. Oh. No. Why?
Boo!
No.
I'm also on dark mode. I'm like, you know what? If they're white boxes, let me see if this does anything. And indeed.
Where is that, anyways?
So you click the gear
Yeah.
in the upper right hand, and it's under
Got it.
personalization display. Yeah.
Got it. Oh, it's too bright.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Turn the light off.
All right, so the other starting move you have is Bardic Lore. You will choose an area of expertise. Is it spells and magics? The dead and the undead? Grand histories of the known world? A bestiary of creatures unusual? The planar spheres? Legends of heroes past? Or gods and their servants?
I'm gonna say Legends of Heroes Past. I'm gonna sing about Guy Fieri.
Nice. All right, we're going to remove this in here. So whenever you want to access it, it's right here. It's Bardic Lore. You can open it up and see. What you can do is anytime you encounter a creature, location, or item, it's up to you, but that you feel is covered by the Legends of Heroes Past, you can ask me a question, and I'll have to tell you something truthfully. A lot of these games is us making up shit on the fly right then, and you included. So... So you'll say, hey, this. So I think there was something about this, wasn't there? And I'll have to come up with some answer, truthfully, and then I might ask you, well, where did you learn that? What tale, song, whatever, and then you get to make that shit.
Fantastic.
And Charming and Open. That's another starting move of yours. When you speak frankly with someone, you can ask their player a question from the list below. They must answer it truthfully, and then they may ask you a question from the list. This can be a player or NPC or a player. And then the questions are like, whom do you serve? What do you wish I would do? How can I get you to blank? Shit like that, and they'll have to answer truthfully. And those questions or examples are here, or the questions you have to be able to ask.
Okay.
And then finally, a port in a storm. When you return to a civilized settlement you visited before, tell the GM when you were last here. Then and they'll tell you how it's changed since then. Okay.
Pepperidge Farm, remember this?
Yeah. All right. So alignments. Alignments are a little different. Alignments are they're different because they're more functional than they are in any other fucking game. So you have the choice between good, neutral, or chaotic. And so if you're good, each one has a kind of a goal listed to it, because at the end of a session, at the end of an adventure, you'll look, and if you did that of your alignment, then you get an experience point. So good is you perform your art to aid someone else. So all you got to do is that at least once on your adventure, and then you get an experience point. Neutral is avoid a conflict or diffuse a tense situation.
Fantastic.
And then chaotic is spur others to significant and unplanned decisive action. What's up, Big Jim? Hey, Crazy.
Does that mean starting fights?
We spur others to significant and unplanned decisive action is kind of like what you just did to start this whole fight off.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
We'll have to, that one's a little like, we'll have to figure out like what that actually constitutes, what's spurring others, if that's what you want to do.
If it was a major enough event.
Did you want to be chaotic?
Yeah. Fuck it, let's ride the train. Choo choo, motherfucker.
Okay. Let me spur others to. All right, so that's going to be in here. Hey, Big Jim and Crazy C, we are changing systems mid game. All right, so that spur others to significant, unplanned, decisive action. Okay. Gear. We can just keep all the same gear that you guys had. That's cool, I think. I forget how armors.
Yeah,
Wait, go ahead.
I only had the dagger. I was about to say I had the spear, but that broke.
Didn't you have leather armor?
I did, yes.
Yeah. So the way armor works is you'll have a value of 1, 2, 3, very rarely 4. It instead of being an armor class that somebody has to roll over, you it decreases the amount of damage coming in. So if your armor's 2, you take 2 less damage. Just damage reduction versus an armor class.
No, that's an actual cool mechanic. I like that. Except for the fact that I'll still take damage.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you might not. It depends. It depends on how you roll and stuff.
That's fair.
Where the fuck is gear at? Forget. Okay, equipment.
Big Jim, it can be both. It can be both.
325. Okay, perfect. All right, leather is 1 armor. Scale mail's 2. Say yeah. So all of you are gonna have like 1 armor. Okay, so your armor goes up here, and then. Okay, finally, this is fun shit. Do we have it on here? We should. Sub. All right, in the sub here, we got, you're not gonna have spells. This is where you have gear with leather. Okay. What else does you didn't have a? You said you don't have a weapon.
No, I have the dagger.
Oh, right.
The cultist dagger. I also have the cultist robe.
Dagger, shiv, knife, hand. Okay, it's just hand. Right. Okay. Dagger, and that's just gonna do. Unless you have. Oh yeah, so you click the dagger and automatically rolls your damage die. That's pretty cool. That's cool. So anywhere you click the names. All right, so the one thing I need to find here is your. I guess that's probably gonna go over here. Maybe. Bonds. This is something that's new than... Oh, they're right here. Cool. Do they actually have the questions in there? Oh, they just open up. Okay. All right. So one thing these games have, a lot of them have different ways of approaching it, but they have mechanisms for interacting with your fellow party mates. All right. They're called bonds. You'll fill in the name of one of your companions in at least one of these. This is to start us off. Okay. Later on, you might do things. You'll have moves or stuff like that. I'll say that to roll plus bond. What that means is it's usually like if you go to aid somebody. Let's say you go to aid Cooper.
Yeah.
And you no, I'm not calling on you, Cooper. I'm just saying. So Fashma's going to aid Cooper, and you roll if you're gonna aid them, you roll plus bond. And so for however many bonds you have with that person, you will add that to the dice. And then also at the end of a session, if you've completed or like you feel like that bond doesn't apply anymore, you've kind of like resolved it, you get experience for that. Bonds are things like you owe them their life, or you saw them do something and you think they're fucking sus. It's those kind of things. So I'm going to give you a list of ones just for right now, and then we'll add new ones after this adventure. But this one just to get it off, to kick us off. And actually these might be different for all the classes. Yeah, they are, definitely are. Okay, so choices are, this is not my first adventure with blank. I don't know if we would really use that one because, actually, all right, I'm going to read out the examples, but I think we could have one, we could probably come up with one based off the adventure you guys just went on together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's I sang stories of blank long before I ever met them in person. Blank is often the butt of my jokes. I am writing a ballad about the adventures of blank. Or blank trusted me with a secret. Or blank does not trust me, and for good reason. Blank being, of course, the other people. Somebody in this.
Yeah.
So, Fashma, is there anything we can think of a bond that Fashma would have with one of the other players just based on what other characters, based on the last adventure? The first one?
The first part?
Yeah.
Fuck. No, I feel like that's more of a Dredge question, because was originally their character.
So the only real bond they had with somebody was with Ericus, but because now Ericus doesn't exist anymore,
Right.
and she doesn't remember that, she
Right.
thinks that it was Cooper because Cooper took Ericus's place, and all memories she has would be of Cooper.
So, but then Cooper wouldn't have the same thing, would they?
No.
So that's,
But-
I mean, it's really interesting little story kind of thing. Is like, can we craft a simple sentence for like how Fashma feels about Cooper?
Okay.
Like, I feel like something like
Like a strange connection, but you don't know why.
Yeah. Ooh, strange connection. I don't know why with Cooper.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I just kind of
No, I like it. It's good.
spun off of that.
Great.
So the idea being, later on at the end of every adventure, we take a look at that, and like if you guys have some kind of role play kind of moment that could, like either develop a real connection that could would make this not feel so strange anymore.
Yeah.
We would revisit, or it just stays there, and you just always have that as a bond with Fashma, or I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah. For now, they use in this system. They use it just coins. There's no frills, no thrills. But we're just gonna keep up with the copper, silver, and gold shit. But that's pretty much it for you, Fashma. Once you level up, we will.
Yeah,
you
we'll
will get.
We'll have to talk about it then.
Yeah, we'll talk about the next set of stuff. All right,
What's
everybody.
the threshold for leveling up? Just curious.
The threshold is your level plus 7, so you need 8 experience points to level up.
Okay.
Experience points come from failing rolls, from doing things with your alignment at the end of an encounter, and then there's also a little thing I'll let everybody know so everybody's kind of look forward to that. That's on the right. When you reach the end of a session, choose one of the bonds that you feel is resolved. Ask that player if the character, if the bond with if they would agree. You mark XP and write a new bond. Once bonds have been updated, you look at your alignment. If you fulfilled that alignment at least once this session, mark another XP. And then we all answer these questions as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world? Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy? Did we loot a memorable treasure? For each yes, everyone marks XP. So that's how we get XP. We need 8 to get to the next level. And then it'll be 9 for the next one, 12, and then so on.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay. So that was Fashma Nuts.
Oh my gosh.
That's so typical of this shit.
Yeah.
And then we have this epic fantasy. And fuck my nuts. Okay. All right, let's start. I don't think anybody wants to be cleric.
Why need a cleric when the bard can sing you back to health?
We'll cover off the easy people first. Easy peasy. Let's do paladin. Hell awaits. An eternity of torment in fire or ice or whatever best suits the sins of the damned throngs of Dungeon World. Eyes, hands, and sweet killing blows of the gods you are. What's that?
Thongs? I heard something.
Yeah, this is the thong song. All right. The paladin. And this is Chester. This will be all players' journals. Edited and controlled by Legion. Save changes. Okay. Chester's a paladin. All right, paladin's damage die is a D10. Your maximum HP is 10 plus your constitution. You will choose. You will choose, just like everybody else, I believe. I'm going to make sure that there isn't changes between the numbers, but I don't think there is. There it is. Nope. Okay. You are going to get a, let me look at your, of course you're going to be like, oh, charisma is one you roll with. When you do like lay on hands and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like most of your stuff is charisma based.
Yep, as weirdly for Paladin as it is.
Yep. So, knowing that, you have a -1. Which one do you want -1 go to? It's a 8. A tube of sticky glue. Crazy. You have found 2 tubes of sticky glue that nobody has ever fucking used. Maybe once.
Let's put the -1 in dexterity.
Okay. You got 2 zeros, a 9 and a 12.
Let's put the 12 in constitution. And the 9 in intelligence.
All right. And then you have a 13 and a 15. Both are +1.
15 in strength and the 13 in charisma.
16 in the cha. All right, everybody. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
All right, what did I say? Your headphones. Your headphones are 10. Damage die is 10. And did you just have leather armor too, or did you happen to have something better from?
I don't believe I had any.
No, you had leather. You do have leather.
Ah.
Okay. Oops. Why? Is it tied to the fucking gear? It wasn't before. What the fuck? Huh. so did it fucking do it? I don't know why it won't let me change it. You have a 1 armor. Okay. You are human. When you pray for guidance, even for a moment, and ask, what here is evil? The GM,
Man, I'm a whole new race because of this.
yeah. The GM will tell you honestly what here is evil. So when you pray for guidance, even for a moment, and ask what here is evil, I will have to tell you.
I don't think I need the GM's discretion for that. I think I have a pretty high moral compass of I don't like you, so murder.
Some murder. Okay.
I am a holy executioner, Deus Vult.
Don't want this to work. Oh. Something weird with that. Okay.
Oh, maybe you have to click the equipped button on the item.
It is equipped. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, let's see.
Hey.
Okay. Nice. Okay, fancy. All right. Your starting moves are lay on hands, cha cha cha. When you touch someone skin to skin and pray for their well-being, you will roll plus charisma. On a 7 to 9, well, you either heal 1d8 damage or remove a disease. On a 7 to 9, they're healed, but the damage or disease is transferred to you. Armored, you ignore the clumsy tag on armor you wear. I am the law. When you give an NPC an order based on your divine authority, you will roll plus charisma and then choose one of the options. Where is that? That is, I am the law. You will choose one of these options. Do what you say, back away cautiously, then flee, or to attack you. That's what you can tell them to do.
So basically under the move skill tree is all the moves that I have at my disposal.
Yeah, so that's good. I wanted to talk about that anyway with everybody. So there's a bunch of the base moves are represented here. Hack and slash is anytime you start a fight with anybody that isn't ranged. Volley is when you're going to shoot. You want to shoot something. That's the base move for that. Parlay is when you want to, parlay with somebody. Defy danger is a big one. That's our saving throw, basically. Defy danger. Anytime you're in, it's just like a big rolling balls coming. Anytime I need you to make some kind of save, it's probably going to be defy danger roll. Defend is when you want to stand in front and defend somebody else. Discern realities is our perception check, basically. When you're like, I want to know what the fuck's going on here. Spout lore is kind of like what's going on here, but more along the lines of what do I know about this? Do I know anything about this? That's going to be a back and forth, kind of like you should have kind of like a reason why you might know something.
A history check, if you will.
A history check, if you will. Aid or interfere. How is that different? All right, so defend, when you stand in defense of a person, item, or location under attack. All right, that's what you do for to defend. Aid is, or interfere, is when you help or hinder someone you have a bond with. And then
it sounds like bond is the key word there.
Yeah, so you either give them a +1 or a -2, or on going forward. So you can help somebody that you have a bond with, give them a +1 on a roll. Anyway, that's aid or interfere, and then below that are your specific ones: lay on hands, I am the law, armored, and quest. Paladins. When you dedicate yourself to a mission through prayer and ritual cleansing, state what you set out to do. Oh my God. Slay blank, a great blight on the land. Defend blank from the iniquities that beset.
Oh, that is a long
Discover
list.
the truth of blank. then you choose to. It's a whole adventure on its own, and yeah, it's a whole adventure on its own. You basically say, this is what I want to set out to do, and choose up the 2 boons that you'll get.
Say what you set out to do, then choose 2 boons. Then GM will tell you what your vow is required to maintain your blessing. Okay.
Yeah.
Seems pretty straightforward. I say I want to murder evil guys. I'm going to take freedom from hunger, thirst, and sleep, and you know.
Yeah, you don't actually have to do it. You could just be like, I'm on a quest to slay blank, a great blight in the land. I want an unwavering sense of direction to whatever, and invulnerability to edge weapons. And then I said, well, if you want to do that, then you can never lie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was thinking of them right now just because I'm like, well, might as well get it done now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, state what I'm set out to do. Free these prisoners for the divine being Mao. Choose 2 boons. I do like a freedom from hunger, thirst, and sleep. That's a good one.
How about free the enslaved is what you set out to do. You're dedicating yourself to the mission of freeing the enslaved.
See, but like, I feel like you're just gonna throw slave people at us from then on. Just be like, haha, paladin, you have to do it.
Well, I mean, it's got to be bigger than just the guys in front of you right now. That's what.
No. I'm speaking of all the, because Mao and the Muses was just like, hey, I have a list of people I need you to free for me, if I remember correctly. Like, Mao literally sent us on a quest.
Yeah. So free the enslaved, right?
Yeah. Mao's quest. Choose up to 2 boons. And you know what? I'm gonna invulnerability to magic. If that a thing I can do? Can I just point a middle finger at magic?
Invulnerability to magic?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or a mark of divine authority. That also sounds pretty cool.
You can keep the same.
You want your
too.
cop badge?
I do
Yeah,
want
exactly.
a cop badge. I kind of want a cop badge, yeah. Cop badge with not having to eat or drink or like do any of that money consuming bullshit. Cop badge.
So, well, you think about it. Let's do your alignment. You're either lawful or good. Lawful, you deny mercy to a criminal or unbeliever. Good is endanger yourself to protect someone weaker than you. What's up, Cookie?
Definitely lawful.
Okay. Deny mercy to a criminal or unbeliever. Okay. All right, and then bonds.
Yeah. Let's.
Here's the sample ones. Blank's misguided behavior endangers their very soul. Ooh.
Yep. Sounds like a lot of people in this group.
Blank has stood by me in battle and can be trusted completely.
Ooh.
I respect the beliefs of blank, but hope they will someday see the true way. And blank is a brave soul. I have much to learn from them. Or if you can think of one that makes sense from our last adventure, we could do that. And then ultimately, you can start the game with bonds with everybody. We're just gonna do
I got a good bond that could apply to everyone.
the bond isn't for it has to be with another person. It has to be for a single person.
Hmm.
I just mean we could write bonds for each single person.
Yeah.
But
Well, I guess this is yeah. Something along the lines of I need to raise this person from their own darkness.
Oh, which person?
Who do you think? Take a gander.
Okay, so rephrase that again. What are we doing for late?
Saving their soul from the darkness that consumes it.
I must save Late's soul from the darkness that consumes.
The guy that has a bloody shovel.
Him.
Hey now, I need that shovel. It needs to be covered in blood. You don't know my religion.
I think he does. You were very clear about praying to the Lich last time.
Oh,
That
that's
is
right.
very-
Hey, the Lich is a good guy.
Oh shit, yeah. Forgot about that. Okay, that'll manifest itself a little differently than originally. Okay, so that is you. So Legion, just keep thinking about your quest or whatever, and we'll fine tune it when you got it.
Okay.
I think that's everything. Got the leather. We got the leather. Oh, don't you have a weapon?
Yes, a longsword.
We'll just put one for now. Weapon. Okay. So there. Yeah, you just click it. Your damage die is a D10. Perfect. Boople Snoot.
That's me. I'm Booble Snoot.
You're a thief.
I am.
We all know what thieves do. We all know what thieves are about.
Sneaking and stealing.
Sneaking and steal. Fuck are you, thief?
Mostly trash.
Oh, stealing trash?
Stealing trash, yeah,
Not
because
that you're mostly trash.
Correct.
that's
Yeah,
right.
no, I steal the trash because I'm a raccoon.
Oh, that's right. Thief 135.
It's probably wishful thinking to think that I can actually be a raccoon now, right?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Still,
Okay.
you still do the painting and all that for sure.
I still do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halflings
Okay.
are kind of like raccoons.
Yeah. I think I'll just be a human though, because I am already playing a halfling in Swashbucklers.
Yeah.
And I think it's funnier if there's this full ass human among the raccoons.
Okay. So, thief. I'm gonna assume right off the bat, dexterity is like your thing. Yep.
Yeah. Probably.
Yep.
Great.
Definitely fix. Yep. Definitely. Let's see. Yep. A little bit of charisma later on, maybe, depending on if you choose other things.
Yeah. I think
for the most part,
charisma will be helpful. Dex and charisma, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
so,
wisdom if I need to spot traps, if that uses wisdom.
it's dex.
Oh, it is Dex. Okay, fantastic then. I don't need anything else right now except Dex. Give me a 32 in Dex, Lich.
Okay. 32.
32.
32. Okay. Now you have a -1. An 8.
Let's go ahead and do.
That'd be pretty good. Ranger familiar. Raccoon.
Are we just moving the stats that I own over?
Nope.
No.
Good for you. You
Oh.
don't have to worry about it. No, you have no. It's just like what we're doing for everybody else. You get the same. You got a +2, a +1. You got 1 + 2, 1 + 2 +1s, 2 +0s, and 1 -1.
I see. Okay.
So one of them has to be -1. And that's
okay.
everybody.
The -1 is going to go into intelligence.
Okay. And then you got 2 +0s, a 12 and a 9.
Let's do wisdom and strength, please.
Do you want to eventually be stronger or eventually be more wise?
Do I have things that will use wisdom eventually? Probably more wise. Yeah, raccoon. Let's make the 12 a wisdom.
Doesn't look like it. Okay.
I don't know if strength's gonna get used either, but
All right. And
we're just leading into the raccoon here.
Yeah, raccoons are wise.
Yeah,
All right.
they know where to find the best trash.
Constitution 15 and Charisma 13 or vice versa?
Vice versa, please.
Okay. All right, you got +1 on those.
Cool. Oh my god, stats. Oh my god, you guys.
Your hit points are 7. Your damage die is a D8.
Cool.
Yep. So you're... All right, choose a race, halfling or human. You said you wanted to be human?
Human, please. Yeah.
You are a professional. When you spout lore or discern realities about criminal activities, take +1.
Cool.
Human. Okay, you start with these moves. You have Trap Expert.
Okay.
When you spend a moment to survey a dangerous area, you're going to roll plus dexterity. And then, depending on how well you do, you're going to ask me questions, and I'll tell you what about it.
Okay.
But then that's just to, like, figure out those traps.
Gotcha.
Tricks of the trade is when you use pick locks or pockets or disable traps.
Gotcha.
That's a roll of dexterity as well. And then, depending on how well you do, So, Trap
But I don't
Expert
have
is
traps.
is finding traps, and then Tricks of the Trade is getting rid of them. But also, Tricks of the Trade is like, I want to pick this lock, that kind of thing.
Okay.
We're gonna say you have lock picks.
Okay.
Flexible morals. When someone tries to detect your alignment, you could tell them any alignment you like. Poisoner. You've mastered the care and use of a poison. Choose a poison from the list below. That poison is no longer dangerous for you to use. You also start with 3 uses of the poison you choose. Whenever you have time to gather materials in a safe place to brew, you can make 3 uses of the poison you choose for free. Note that some poisons are applied, meaning you have to carefully apply it to the target or something they eat or drink. Touch poisons just need to touch the target. They can even be used in the blade of a weapon. So your options, I think should be in here. And we'll just erase the ones that aren't. Yep. Oil of Taggart needs to be applied. The target falls into a light sleep. Bloodweed. Touch. The target deals -1d4 damage ongoing until cured. Golden Root. The target treats the next creature they see as a trusted ally until proven otherwise. And Serpent's Tears. Touch. Anyone dealing damage to the target rolls twice and takes the better result. So applied is, you've got to get him to eat it or drink it. Touch goes on a weapon. Can go on a weapon.
Okay. I'm torn between Bloodweed and Serpent's Tears.
Me too.
Ongoing, is that like every round?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Until they're cured. Until you kill them. Basically, it's going to go on. Because if
Until
it's
you
in
kill
combat, it's going to be until you kill them.
Yeah. Let's do Bloodweed. That sounds fun. Here, have rabies. Haha.
Yeah. I can't hit. I can't do it. It's so weak. Okay, and you are, it's no longer dangerous for you to use it either.
Cool.
Okay, you have Bloodweed. You have 3 uses.
Okay.
So make sure we get that in your
But I would need an advanced action in order to make more, correct?
Yes. Well,
Cool.
you can make more. You just need to be somewhere. Let's see. Whenever you have time to gather materials in a safe place to brew. So you wouldn't be able to do it down here. There's not going to be any bloodweed
Of course.
down here, right?
No.
What we'll do is once we get up in the real world, unless you want to tell me bloodweed grows in caves, but then it becomes canon. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to
Right.
you and us to decide
Nah.
what bloodweed is and where it grows. But once we've got it, it's canon.
Okay.
In alignment, so chaotic, leap into danger without a plan. Neutral is avoid detection or infiltrate a location. And evil, shift danger or blame from yourself to someone else.
Let's go neutral.
Avoid detection or infiltrate a location. Excellent. Okay. Then, finally, bonds. Do you have anything off the top of your head?
Legion's character made fun of me for having the name Boople Snoot.
I do.
Doesn't
Yeah.
he,
I
doesn't
do.
he, wasn't he bullying you for being
Yeah.
Snoot?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Chad. It was all Chad's fault, though. They threw
They threw that drama
drama
bomb, you're
bomb.
right.
that I had to be a jerk.
It's chat. I blame chat. Oh, that should be a thing. Like
I
a
blame
t-shirt,
chat.
I blame chat.
Yes.
Chat made me do it.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
I'm on it. Okay, that's a good bond. And then let's just get you. I'm pretty sure we all have leather armor.
I don't know that I did.
Oh.
Let me look. No, not that one. Go away.
Yeah, you did. Everybody had
I
it.
did. Oh,
And
okay.
a longbow and a pitchfork.
Yes. And I think I have 11 arrows.
Okay.
If I launch this game beside it, is that going to mess anything up? Let me-
It's equipped, for fuck's sake. One,
I have 15 arrows and a torch.
Oh yeah, we all had torches, didn't we?
We did. We did. I don't want to keep track of torches, so
Okay.
we're good.
Okay.
We're just gonna have a torch when we need it. Yeah. There's some
Magic item required. Multiplying torch.
Yeah, exactly. There, we've got it. I've just given you guys that. Yes. What the fuck? Oh, that's what I was doing. I want to see what kind of tags they give for a. Oh, far. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll keep this. So we go on tags. So you'll have longbow has the far tag, which means you can hit things farther away, where a short bow would have a near tag, right? So or a medium tag, and then just for the fiction, be like, well, you won't be able to get there or something. Equipped, weapon. No additional damage, so it'll just do your die. Same with pitchfork.
Cool.
Messy. Pitchfork is messy.
I believe that.
Sounds alright.
D8? Yep, rolls you D8. Okay, perfect. Oh, you got your treasure in there? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, good.
I like these freeform note boxes because that's really what I was using any sort of large box in on any character sheet. So that's really solid. I like that a lot.
Okay, I think Boople Snoot is good.
Booble Snoot.
Foshman, you alright with leaving you? Well, Yeah. You're going to be last, Fashma. Late.
Foshma?
Yo.
I think he means Floyd again.
Floyd.
Yeah,
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 pretty sure I
God
went
damn it.
first.
I fucking F's, man. Fucking F's.
But yes,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Fine being last.
Okay. Late, you are a wizard. Late.
Yes, Late the Shovel Master. That is his last name, the Shovel Master.
All players. Aren't you in here? Look
I'm
the-
in roll 20.
You're in
Different
the other one.
one.
So go.
Into the
You gotta go.
Apocabitch.
Yeah, in the Apocabitch chat or channel, there's a new link.
Oh.
Whatever you like, Crow. For some reason, I've from the beginning I've been fucking up Fashma and the other name in my head. Aerosmith, I love it.
Okay, I'm in the link.
You're in the link. Did you? I don't see in here. Did you start game? Launch game?
Wait, what? Launch game?
Yeah.
Implore Dungeon World's SRD. That's not the one you're telling me about? It's this one?
No, I'm sorry. I'll just repost the link.
No, the Gango's Dungeon
Yeah.
Roll 20 online virtual tabletop. Yeah, the Apocabitch Roadshow with the pumpkin thing. That was me. Sorry. Should be in there now.
There you are. Okay. Okay. All right, you are a wizard. A wizard. Your base damage die is a D4. You will get the same stats as everybody else. All right, so let me look over your thing real quick. It looks like intelligence is your main thing. Looks like, yep, intelligence all the way for wizards, which makes sense. And you get spells. All right.
Yay!
Yeah. So you have a 16. We'll just go ahead and put that in intelligence unless you want to be different. 16 is going to give you a +2 modifier.
Yeah, no, I want 6 in intelligence. I want the next test in wisdom.
Next stat is wisdom, so a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then constitution.
13.
My dumb stat, I want to be strength, so that's going to be last.
Okay. And
Or
then
not.
a 12 and a 9, so
12 in
dexterity.
charisma, 9 in dex.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I know how to talk. I know how to talk.
All right, do you want to be elf or human? If you are an elf, magic is natural as breath to you. Detect magic is a cantrip for you. Human, choose one cleric spell. You can cast it as if it was a wizard spell.
I'm human.
Okay.
How else am I supposed to worship the Lich?
All right. All right, you have mastered several spells and inscribed them in your spell book. You start out with 3 first-level spells in your spell book, as well as all your cantrips. Whenever you gain a level, you can add a new spell. And then you're going to get 3 wizard and 1 cleric. However, okay, so these are the base moves you have. Prepare spell. It's you don't have to roll or anything, but you need. This is like how you know like in D&D where you prepare your spells for the day. When you spend uninterrupted time, like an hour or so, in quiet contemplation, you lose all the spells you already have prepared. You get to prepare your level +1. So you're going to have 4 spells. You can only prepare 2 of them. But you can have your cantrips will never count against your limit. And so you'll have like 3 cantrips to use too. When you cast the spell, you're going to roll plus your intelligence. And then when right here, if you cast a spell, you do the little arrow here. It'll tell you what happens if you roll a 7 to 9. What happens if you roll a 10? 10, of course, you're going to cast it well. 7 to 9, you're still going to cast it well, but something else might happen. And a 6 is the spell fails. You do not lose your spells. It just fails.
All right.
Okay. All right. Spell defense is another basic move, starting move you have. Spell defense. You may end any ongoing spell immediately and use the energy of its dissipation to deflect an oncoming attack. The spell ends and you subtract its level from the damage done to you. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Ritual.
Does it have a butt? Can I give it a butt?
Ritual. When you okay, so rituals are cool. It's like, okay, so I want to do something big, and you'll be like, I want to do something big. But the thing is like, I'm going to tell you that it's going to take you days, but you'll be able to do it. Or first you must get this, or you'll need help from whatever. This is so made for you. It's not even fucking funny. So you, but it's not going to be in the heart of adventure, like down here in the fucking. This is like, you want to do a
Of
ritual.
course.
It's going to be in between adventures, probably. You know what I mean? Be like,
No, I'm gonna cast a big multi-day ritual in the middle of a combat situation.
I would like to
Cthulhu is
poison
coming
Nate.
after me. Cthulhu is
Yeah,
after me, and I'm
poison
summoning.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. We got a poisoner now. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I just know how to apply it.
Actually, I need that poison. I'm making a ritual to make me immune to all poisons. Can I have that?
No,
Darn.
All
I
right,
immediately take it back.
alignment. Good. Use magic to directly aid another. Neutral. Discover something about a magical mystery. Evil. Use magic to cause terror and fear.
Surprisingly enough, I'm going good here. I might be chaos, but I'm a good man.
Okay. Good. Use so what you want to try to do at least once per adventure is use magic to aid another. And
I
you'll
believe
get
I've done
good
this repeatedly. this adventure so far. Capturing some crazy people, beating people in the head with a shovel.
Is that,
You know.
Is that using magic to aid someone? Okay. All right.
In my head, it is. I'm
Okay.
mentally deranged.
Let us talk about your spells. You have. Oh my god, it's gonna make me add these fucking things, the cantrips, because your 3 cantrips. These are the ones you always have, and you can use them whenever. Light. Oh, here we go. Here's the torch thing, guys. Light has light. An item you touch glows with arcane light, about as bright as a torch. Gives off no heat. Lasts as long as it is in your presence. I think you still have to roll to do it, but yeah. So there's our unseen servant. You conjure a simple invisible construct that can do nothing but carry items. Or prestidigitation. Jesus, prestidigitation. Okay, that's
Citation.
yes. Basically, it's thaumaturgy. Basically, you could do minor tricks of true magic. Change colors. Anything you kind of think of that's minor. That's something that thaumaturgy would do in D&D.
I can make myself clean.
Uh,
Late is the cleanest
delusions
person
are
here.
crude and clearly illusions. They won't fool anyone, but they might entertain them.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
So it's not that, not that crazy. But here are your choices for level 1 spells. Where are level 2 spells? There's no level 2 spells. That's fun. Okay. Contact spirits. Name the spirit you wish to contact. You pull that creature through the plains just close enough to speak to you. It's bound to answer any one question you ask to the best of its ability. Detect magic. We know what that means. Telepathy. Charm person. Invisibility. Magic missile. Invisibility says touch an ally. So it's not for you. It's for somebody else.
Hey, Jelly. Can I have that poison if I give you a nice little touch? If I touch you really good, can I get invisibility?
Phrasing,
Can I get
no.
the
Phrasing.
poison?
Phrasing.
Oh, dear Lord.
What? I did as I poke Jelly in the back of the head to turn her invisible.
There's invisibility. Magic missile.
Yeah, I want that one too.
And alarm. Walk a wide circle as you cast a spell, and until you prepare spells again, your magic will alert you if a creature crosses that circle. So you
this
get 3 of those.
Does this mean I completely forgot how to use ropes?
Yes.
Darn. Oh well.
Yeah. Well,
I'll
you know
live.
what? Do you want ropes? Because we can add ropes.
You
add
can
ropes as in
remember
it's
how to
pretty-
use the rope, but you don't know how to charm it like a snake anymore.
yeah. It won't be well. You know, I don't have any problem figuring ropes out. Ropes is not that difficult of a fucking idea. You know what I'm saying? So if
Ropes
you want
is a
it, we can keep
utility,
it.
yeah.
You just can't make 1,000 foot of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do want ropes, but I don't want it as one of my first spells right now because ropes wouldn't be that useful in this situation.
Okay.
I do want magic missile and invisibility here. Those 2 ones. And
That's weird.
I'm gonna take alarm as the spell that I learned from whenever Mao came in, just because that would be more useful for the group as a whole.
I'm sorry. What was the first one?
Magic missile.
Oh, magic missile. Yeah.
And the reason I want alarm is because if I use that, I can make our camp safer, which makes it easier for everybody.
Right. This is going to be. It does 2d4 damage to one target. And we'll come back to this preparing thing. So the other thing is adding alarm.
Alarm and the invisible one.
Invisibility is illusion ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then cleric, let's look at the cleric spells real quick. You get to pick one of those. And then you're going to tell me which of those 3 are you going to have prepared right now.
Contact deity,
Wait,
if that's a spell.
let's look here. For a cleric.
And I do want it to be active right now because I immediately want to call the Lich for help.
All right. Well,
Whenever we start.
what I think is okay. So it isn't. But okay. So, well, here's what I think. I think contact spirits. I thought of that the moment I said contact spirits. So if you want that, why don't you take that instead of alarm? Or you decide. But it's a wizard spell.
Contacting spirits. Could I use that to contact the Lich?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Yeah. Then.
So alarm. I made it so that scrap fluff. As long as you guys have them with you, and you have them when you make camp, you won't be surprised by any monster that attacks.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Good way to get the dog to come along.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Bark, 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 bark.
I got
We
it.
finally found out what the dog doing.
Yeah, exactly. So,
He's a boyfriend.
cleric spells bless. You give somebody a +1 to for a fight. Cure light wounds. Detect alignment. Cause fear. Magic weapon. The weapon you hold while casting does additional +d4 damage. Sanctuary. You make a perimeter, and as long as you're within the area, you're alerted whenever someone acts with malice within the sanctuary. Or speak with dead.
You evil man. I have to take Speak with Dead. Because my character fully believes in the Lich.
You get
Because
3. You get 3 questions.
Because of who he is.
To the best of the knowledge it had in life and the knowledge it gained in death. A corpse converses with you briefly. Okay, so speak with dead.
I really want to take the healing one too. Because as a personal thing, I don't believe wizards should be able to heal people.
Well, what do you want to do? You get one of them.
I'm taking Speaking with Dead.
Okay.
Because of my character. I'm doing flavor for this one.
Okay, which of these 2 do you want prepared?
Magic Missile and Contact Spirit. because I'm gonna call for Lich. Lich,
What
help!
are you gonna ask? All you can do is ask me something. That's it. I just come and I can whisper in your ear and tell you something. That's what happens. That's what's up.
How do I defeat Cthulhu?
Yeah, good question. I don't know. Been searching for that for a long time.
But you're a
When you
pie
find out,
god
let me know.
Lich. But you're a pie god Lich. You should know. Doesn't he owe you $20?
All right, you bond. Let's. I think we just have bonds left for you. So, example ones. Blank will play an important role in the events to come. I have foreseen it. Blank is keeping an important secret from me. Blank is woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all that I can.
Oh, that's evil. That's really evil. The reason I'm saying that is because the paladin wants to save my soul, and I just want to prove to the paladin that I'm not evil. I'm not corrupted. This is literally my religion.
Suni, did you see the D&D movie?
I did, yes.
Okay.
So,
That poor bastard.
I know.
He's still waiting to this day. Rumor has it he's still waiting, but we'll never really know because we weren't there.
So what are you thinking, Pi?
So I'm thinking that. Can I use a generalized statement here?
Yeah.
For who I'm. Okay. So, Late wants to protect everybody and prove to everybody that the Lich is a good guy.
All right, no, this has to be specific about a person. Like,
Oh.
I'm sorry, it can't be that general. It has to be. It has to be a bond with another person. So you could take that and be like, you want to try to convince somebody else that the Lich is a good person.
Late wants to convince Booplesnoot that the Pie Gods are a great pantheon to follow.
Okay. Are we converting?
Yep.
To Pi Pantheon.
Yep.
To the pies. To the pies. Good luck. Okay. We gave you. You have leather armor as well?
Nope.
No.
I wasn't there for that because I was trying to get a bunch of money to buy plate mail for NT.
Yeah, that was because you're a wizard and you couldn't wear armor.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have that whetstone though.
Yep.
I like we'll keep the whetstone. We're gonna decrease the damage on it though.
Aww.
Well, okay, fine. We'll make a D6. That's fine.
Yay.
It's going the wrong one. Pitchfork.
Shovel.
Oh, Jesus. Of course.
What's my name?
Yeah.
Heisenberg?
Exactly.
Bam. Equipped.
Say my name.
And then, did you have that greatsword?
No, I have a bunch
Oh,
of
what's that?
daggers
Oh, short sword.
and cultist robes. I just imagine there's this sword just been hanging on me and I haven't even looked at it yet. Like, I have the daggers, I have the robes, I have my shovel. Hey, what's that sharp pointy thing? My dagger? No, the long sharp pointy thing. 2 daggers?
Okay. Once a day. Okay. All right, I think we got everything from. Yep. Okay, you're good. Cooper.
Yes.
How do you feel about being a fighter, Cooper?
Wow.
Okay.
Bah!
Cooper Koopa?
Hooper Cooper.
Cooper
Like
Koopa.
banana.
Super Cooper.
Banana.
Super Cooper. I like it.
I like
Fighter.
Super Cooper.
Fighter's also a D10 damage. All right, most of your stuff I'm pretty sure is going to be strength.
Oh my god.
Little
Missy.
bones.
Oh, little bones. Hello.
We're streaming. Streaming. Hi, little
Welcome,
bones. What
Skelly
y'all doing?
Beans.
The tiniest bones and the skelliest beans.
Hey, immortal little bones. Hello. How was your night, little bones? Did you catch anybody on the? Oh, you're back in the 7 days.
7 days. I haven't played that in a hot minute.
Yes.
Did they release Alpha 21 yet? I think it was 21. I believe.
All right. So. Chester. Cooper. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cooper. Looks like obviously for a fighter, strength is the main thing, but then
Yeah.
it looks like later on there's some moves and stuff that use charisma or wisdom, are like things that you might have later on. So we are changing systems tonight. We were going to do a fight. But this is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. But we're currently respecking into a new system for the Apocabitch Roadshow. We're playing Dungeon World. We're converting our characters over right now. We've got almost everybody done. We're on Cooper. Cooper, you're going to be a fighter. Fighters do fighting things.
Rawr.
Rar. We're going to do your stats, okay? If you've been paying attention, you know that we have... you have a 16. These are your highest. It's +2. We'll probably want to put that in strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. 16 in strength. And then a 15. So a +1. Where would you like that one? Oops. You're going to have 2 +1s. You could,
Charisma.
Yeah. Okay. 15 and 13. Constitution, dexterity, intelligence, or wisdom? Buttery Jack Sweet
What was-
Corn. What?
Maybe, I don't know. One of them.
How about wisdom, since it looked like you might be
Sure.
using wisdom later on? And then we'll do, how about 12 for constitution?
Okay.
And you're going to get a -1. You want to be -1 intelligence? A lot of you are just not very smart.
Yeah, probably.
I can't help it. I was born this way.
We got 8, and then...
You know it's bad whenever Wait's one of the smartest people.
Yeah. Well, you're a wizard. You better be smart. Okay, so you got a +2 in strength and +1 in charisma and +1 in wisdom, -1 in intelligence. Let's see. You got to choose a race. I'm in the wrong. Let me find you. Fighters can be dwarfs. Do you want to stay a dwarf?
Yeah.
So, fighters, if you're a dwarf, when you share a drink with someone, you may parlay with them using Constitution instead of Charisma. Not even a big thing, because you don't even have a +1 in Constitution. If you're elf, you choose one weapon. You can always treat weapons of that type as if they had the precise tag. I forget what precise does. I'll have to figure it out. Halfling, when you defy danger and use your small size to your advantage, take +1. Human, once per battle, you may re-roll a single damage die. Yours or someone else's.
Oh. Oh.
That halfling seems pretty cool. So does human.
I know. It's kind of a bud thing to do.
Yeah.
Use this. Yeah.
You want to do
let's go
halfling?
with that. Yeah.
Okay. A huffling?
Huffling,
Huffling. We'll call it huffling.
please. Yes.
All right. You are a huffling. These are things you'll want to remember. I'll put it right here. When you defy danger and use your small size to your advantage, take +1. Okay. Your starting moves: bend bars and lift gates. Yes, when you use pure strength to destroy an inanimate obstacle, you'll roll. And we'll see what happens. You get a signature weapon. This is your weapon. There are many like it, but this one is yours. Your weapon is your best friend, is your life. You master it as you master your life. Your weapon without you is useless. Without your weapon, you are useless. You must weld your weapon true. So.
Okay.
Okay. First, choose a base description. Do you want your weapon to be a sword, axe, hammer, spear, flail, fists, or sweet
Shovel.
corn?
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Buttery Jack sweet corn's going off about pins.
Oh. Okay, so are all of these weapons bigger than me?
No, well, I mean, it could be, but this one could be
Okay.
made for you. You know what I mean? This is going to be your signature weapon.
What if I have a little sword named Needle?
Okay, let's do sword, and it could be called needle. Let's keep going with that then. Do you choose the range that best fits your weapon? Hand, close, or reach? Hand being it's gonna be at the right there in front of somebody. Close meaning could be like a spear or something, a little longer. Obviously, it's not gonna be. Obviously, yours is gonna be your hand.
Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose 2 enhancements. Hooks and spikes, sharp,
Oh.
perfectly weighted, serrated edges, glows in the presence of one type of creature, your choice,
No.
huge,
Oh my god, you can be a hobbit. A hobbit.
I know,
Yeah, I
right?
was just thinking that too.
versatile, or well crafted, meaning -1 weight.
Okay, can I be a huffling hoblet?
A flame hoblet.
All right.
What does precise means?
I can't brain
Oh.
today. I have the dumb. Okay.
Precise means you use dex in the hack and slash instead of strength. But your strength is better, so you don't want necessarily
Yeah.
precise. So you want to glow in the presence of, it would be goblins if you wanted to be a hobbit.
I love this.
Is it goblins or orcs? Sting
Uh.
glowed for goblins, didn't it? Was it orcs?
Orcs. It was for orcs.
Yeah,
Orcs.
it was orcs.
So do you want to glow in the presence of orcs?
Yes.
Okay. What
I
a
want to turn it into a lightsaber.
Oh. All right, and then you get to choose 2. So, what do you want the other one to be? Sharp? Sharp is +2 piercing, meaning you ignore armor.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Because it is needle after all.
Exactly. It's needle and sting. What's needle and sting put together? Sting and needle?
Pokey.
Sting and needle. Oh, there's something
Dingle.
Steedle.
there. Stingle.
Beetle.
Steedle.
I'll think about it.
All right, and then choose a look. Ancient, unblemished, ornate, bloodstained, or sinister. Or if you can come up a really cool word.
What is it for?
Just the look of it,
Oh,
how it looks.
sexy.
Okay.
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Oh god, I'm sorry. I said it.
All right, you have your signature weapon. It does +2. It's +2 piercing, which means it doesn't do +2 damage. It just means it ignores two bits of armor. Like if they have armor 2, then you're going to do your damage regardless.
Okay, what if it's kneading? Like
Kneading,
a needle and
ooh.
sting? Kneading. It's kneading.
Kneading.
Gross.
And it's sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move me. I love it. Kneading. Okay. All right, that is your signature weapon. Your alignment. If you're good, you defend those weaker than you. If you're neutral, you defeat a worthy opponent. If you're evil, kill a defenseless or surrendered enemy.
Oof. What was the middle one? Worthy opponent.
Defeat a worthy opponent. Neutral.
Yeah.
Neutral.
Yeah. Murder hobos and choco bros.
Looking to loot. Looking for loot in all the wrong places. Looking for loot.
I'm looking to loot, lich.
Looking to loot, lit. All right, Bond. You got anything off the top of your head?
I do not.
Okay, blank owes me their life, whether they admit it or not. I have sworn to protect blank. I worry about the ability of blank to survive in this dungeon. Blank is soft, but I will make them hard like me.
Whoa, whoa,
Wow.
whoa.
Wow.
Jesus.
In a sexy way.
Giggity.
Well, now this sounds like a fun time.
Jeez. I don't know what would be fun. What would be fun?
Think about that. You guys think amongst yourselves. I'm going to give you leather armor.
Oh. Oh my, Butterjack.
Oh my. You had that axe. Well, now you got your.
Needle.
Now you got.
Got my
needle.
kneading.
Kneading.
My kneading. My kneading.
You have a scar like Tyrion.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I forgot I did that.
Yeah. So, maybe you're. Oh, you're a halfling, right? You're a halfling, so you're pretty close.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
This is not.
Hurt me, mommy, one more time.
Okay. Love it.
Oh shit!
Well, it's
Murder
about
hobos is
that
raiding us
time,
in sex.
Oh. Oh.
Let's see here. Let's see who we got.
What would be like something interesting or funny?
You feel it, urge to cannibalize,
I love it.
and you don't know why.
But okay, so that's interesting that I don't remember that. You guys all remember me as Irakis, but I don't remember that stuff.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
How about? Well, you could be like you feel uncomfortable around Fashma,
Right.
and you don't know why.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Foshman. That's what we're gonna call you from now on, Foshman.
Call me the Fush Man.
You're a she, right? Is Fashma he? Did we settle on that?
Fashma's
or
a
they?
girl.
She.
Oh. Well then, let me try this again.
I think that
calling me Fush Man.
when I was playing Fashma was a girl. I don't know what is canon now.
Okay, there we go. You are ready to go, and I think you got. Yep. You're good. Cooper the fighter is all good. Cooper the halfling fighter.
Halfling.
And finally, the other guy.
I was gonna wait to see if you remember the name this time.
I
Is
flipped
it
over. I had to
Aerosmith?
Damn.
flip over to the name.
Is it Aerosmith now?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Arrows.
Would that make it easier for you to remember, Lich?
Maybe, yeah.
Tackle ass
Hey,
eyebrow, is that what that
Bakma.
says?
Are you somebody we used to know?
How did you spell it?
Gautier.
That
Smite.
looks fine. But put an S for
Smite.
the middle name as per Suni's request.
Oh, what?
Arrow S Smith.
Arrow. Like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
So it's ass.
Abbreviate it.
Oh, jeez.
As per Suni's request.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I have a problem.
Arrow.
Is he a butt? Can I make him a butt?
Okay, let's talk Druid really quick. So, I'll tell you what you would expect.
Yeah, I've been reading little page.
Oh, okay. You find
get
yeah, there's a lot of
impressionable.
stuff out there. Druid. So your starting moves as a druid are: you've learned your magic in a place whose spirits are strong and ancient. They've marked you as one of their own. No matter where you go, they live within you, allow you to take their shape. Choose one of the following. It is the land to which you are attuned. When shape-shifting, you may take the shape of any animal who might live in your land. And you have the great forests, whispering plains, vast deserts,
So,
a long list.
I'm gonna go with the Blasted Wasteland because Elf will get me Forest as well.
Oh, okay. So you do want to do... Okay, we're going to do druid. Okay. I
Yeah,
think
it
was-
made sense to me with like the Mao connection and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to figure that out too. Okay, so what do we want to do for stats?
So for that one, I'm gonna go with the Blasted Wasteland because the Elf will give me Great Forest later.
No, I heard that. We're going to do
Oh.
stats. We're just going to do stats first. 'Cause
Oh.
we're going to back up and do the stats like kind of in order I've been doing. So,
Let's go Wisdom for the +2.
yeah, it looks like because it looks like wisdom is your. Let me look forward into your additional. Looks like it's all. It looks like it's all wisdom. So, 16. Oh, no, you're not confused. Okay. All right. Do we want to start at the -1, or you want to go to the 15?
I'm gonna leave the -1 in Charisma where it was before.
Okay. Somebody's got to be not charismatic.
And then Constitution and Strength for my +1s.
All right. 15 in strength or 15 in constitution?
Let's go Constitution.
Then 12 and 9.
And Dex can get the 9.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. You want to go back? All right. So, Elf, you want to be Elf. The sap of the elder trees flows within you. In addition to any other attunements, the Great Forest is always considered your land. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Born to the soil is going to be the Blasted Wasteland, which is cool because I could see like fucking giant scorpions, red scorpions. Choose a tell, a physical attribute that marks you as born of that soil.
Can I be pink with antlers?
Yes. Yes. So when after, let's say that didn't really come about until after Mao left you and met you for the first time. The next morning you woke up and the transformation kind of started happening. She like woke up the latent druid in you.
Maybe like before I had like little nubs or something, but they weren't grown
or
out.
maybe
No.
maybe you had blotches on your skin. You know what I mean? Maybe you were just a little pink. Really? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Like, oh, this is a funny looking sunburn. I won't worry about it yet.
By nature sustained, you don't need to eat or drink. Okay. Spirit tongue, the grunts, barks, chirps, and calls of the animals of the wild are language to you. Are as language to you. You can understand any animal native to your land or akin to one whose essence you have studied. Studied essence. It's another move of yours. When you spend time in contemplation of an animal spirit, you may add its species to those you assume using space shapeshifting. And then, of course, shapeshifter is your main move. You will roll plus wisdom, and what you'll be able to do is, depending on how well you roll, you get to hold on to. It says hold like 3 or hold 2, and that means you'll get to do 3 things with it or 2 things with it. Whenever you're doing things with it, making moves like attacking or whatever. Once you're out of hold, you return to your natural form. It should all be. Should be in shapeshifter right here. Everything I just read should be down in there. Okay, alignment, chaos, destroy a symbol of civilization.
You're gonna stick with chaos.
Okay. There we go. All right. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Bonds. Anything off the top of your head?
I do really like one of the pre-built ones for Druid.
Oh yeah. Which one?
Who wants to be my sanguine brethren? Who wants to share blood with me?
Blank has tasted my blood and I theirs. We are bound by it. Not everybody at once.
Well, I mean,
Is there anybody that doesn't have a bond yet?
It does not look like it from my notes.
That doesn't have a bond with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
I feel like that was like the first, last thing we all did, so we probably all have one, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that you can't have 2, I guess.
No, that's true.
no.
I just wanted to make
I really,
sure
I think
everybody
we
was
go through and get
covered.
as many bonds as we want with different people when you come up with, but we're just going to keep it brief tonight and do one for each.
Yeah.
Late will gladly drink blood.
I was about to say late seems like the blood drinking type.
Yeah. I mean, Foshma apparently was a cannibal, so.
The
Choco Bros.
Oh, murder Choco Bros and Ho Bros. Murder Ho Bros. What's up, Murder Hobos and Choco Bros? How y'all doing tonight? How was your game? What was the last thing that happened there? Latest tasted my blood. And I theirs. You know, it could have been like the whole taste of the blood could have been part of like the bashing and all the frenetic shit that happened in the last, you know what I mean, the last adventure.
Yeah.
We are bound by it. Okay. Okay, so did you see what I wrote initially for your sword? So this is what I kind of cooked up earlier. In addition to it, okay, so it's Shade Slayer. It's chaotic and emotional, and usually kind of angry. I thought, what if you create a bond with it? Well, 2 bonds. You're gonna have 2 bonds with it. One is you bond that you agree that you will punish those who interfere with your goals. That's what it doesn't like. It wants to punish those who interfere with our goals. And then write one more bond that is kind of like a secret between the 2 of you. And then when you use it in combat, you get to add plus bond to your rolls. But on a miss, you may lose one of those bonds. It may being it's an option for me to be like, it's pissed off
Okay,
that you didn't come through. It's like your fault. You know what I mean? So what do you think? Because you also had another idea too.
Well, the thing I sent you could probably just work at the same time as this.
All right. Okay.
Because I was just thinking that maybe like it just changes shape and like
Oh.
so I could be like a bear with the Shadow Slayer like hands.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Yes. Okay. Yes. It shapes with you, right? Yes. Definitely shapes with you. So
That's badass.
yeah, for sure. It's like it just becomes shadow, right? So it's always a dark thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Shade Slayer. Unique. Sentient. Chaotic. Emotional. This is a weapon. It's equipped. It'll do your class damage, which is a D6. What's your hit points? Hit points are 6. So 7. You do have some armor. But all right, so first bond is you will what did I say?
Punish those who
punish.
oppose you.
Yeah. All right, now, do we want to... Here. Now, I'm trusting you not to abuse this. So, you said it, and then you can tell, if something happens, or we'll let it maybe come out as we play and you miss or something. Maybe this will be something. I don't know. Up to you if you want to tell me. Think of it later. Keep it secret. Whatever. But you have 2 bonds with the sword. For what I think it
I'll
is.
think on it more first, but
What's that?
I'll think on it more first, but I feel like it might be like it wants me to do something bad, and I'll tell you at the very least. Okay.
Well, what I was thinking is the first one, you will punish those that for you. That's coming from it. And then the next one is maybe what you expect, like you expect from it.
Or like what I expect from it.
Yeah, maybe, if you want to think of it that way. But this is
and
cool. Get into like how you deal with a chaotic, very emotional weapon. You know what I mean? Like it's on you. And then thematically, we'll just say it just morphs to whatever it is. We don't even have to put it in here. And you did have leather armor, right?
Yes.
Shape shifts. What the fuck? What just happened? All right. Shit, we're done. That's everybody. We've poured it over.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's
We're
9 minutes.
ported.
It was all 2 hours. So
All right, now let's go kill everyone.
this is gonna be next week. So this is what happened. Okay, so there was a little tear in reality. Not a little tear. A in between the harmonies and frequencies that were this moment in time. there was a subtle change. No one knows exactly who was responsible. It was attributed to chaos, but the prophecy, the line in the prophecy that was the long bit of poetry would be too strong of a word to say. The ramblings of this ancient person who it was describing these minions going into people a pit. There was a part that was burned out. It was lines or two that were burned out, and then all the story after that. Historians have always thought this was just like they've never really believed in this particular prophecy, mostly because of this, how the narrative changed and the characters changed just slightly enough to make them think that it was a different person that wrote it or it had been changed over time. They do not know, but as it stands, the prophecy became slightly different as the minions all took slightly different roles and a slightly different slant to the story of each of them. That all happened in that one instance when they were facing the cultists, the gray, crimson-robed, and yellow cultists who now stand in front of you, ululating. Give us your beans. And they're waving their tentacled things. And you hear in the darkness a great to your right, where you would come from the right, climbing down that giant tentacle. You hear a great rasping sound, like the sound of flesh or skin running across ground, a stone. And the very tip of the tentacle, that very tentacle poking out of the darkness, coming towards you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's set.
Before we're done, Late just casually admits that he's the one who burned the pages just to screw with people. Just casually.
No, you guys don't know anything about this.